Well, I think the players are really looking forward to, the opportunity that they have to play a very good Wisconsin team. Obviously, to play on ABC national television and ESPN Game Day be there, sort of shows the kind of respect that, both programs have. And it's a quality game in a quality place, AT&T Stadium in Dallas. And, I think everybody's a little tired of practicing against each other. I think it's time to find out where we are and go compete and play and, see what's up. We've had a good week of preparation. We had a good day today, indoors, trying to get out of the heat a little bit since we're playing inside. And I think right now the big thing is mental practice for the next, couple days and not practice as much on the field, but get a lot of mental reps off the field, watch a lot of film. And, when you talk about, what do you want to accomplish, what are you willing to do it, well, part of that is your preparation, so that, when you get to the game, everybody's going to want to win. But did you do all the things you need to do to win before you get to the game? And I think that's what we're trying to emphasize right now to our players, and I've been pleased with the way they've done that to this point.
Start right there.
You looking for more production this year than you got last year in the return game, and specifically with Cyrus Jones, because of his background as an offensive player, does he kind of have a knack for that?
Cyrus is a very good returner. We felt very confident in him last year, but, Christian had done such a good job of it prior to that. We didn't feel like making a change was something that was fair to him. But we have all the faith, trust, and confidence in Cyrus. He has made big plays in the limited exposure that he's had, the last couple of years. So he's got really good hands. He judges the ball well. He makes good judgments back there. And I think the number one thing in any return is possession of the ball. We'd like to make a first down with our return game and change field position. And, that's something that we worked hard on in the offseason, to be able to do. And this team is a conventional punt team, so and they've got a pretty decent punter. So, the big thing is how many returnable balls do you get in this day and age? When everybody's in the sort of kickoff return punt mode, rugby punt, it's you don't get nearly the returnable balls. So hopefully, if we get returnable balls, we'll have more production.
Nick, is there any update with Cam Sims? I know you said earlier in the week just that you would assess him throughout the course of the week. Have you made any determination on him yet?
Right. Well, he's been cleared by the medical staff, and we have given him work this week. We have not made a decision yet as to whether he'll play in this game. I think that's a decision that I'd like to make with him, even though he's been cleared medically. He has practiced out of a black shirt, for several days now. We do, have the monitor on him, so we know how close to full speed he is, and he's getting very close to that.
And with Cyrus and some of the different things he brings to the table and just the offensive background, could you see at any point this year maybe experimenting or utilizing him on offense just to?
Well, we've tried to do some things with him on offense, and he has gotten some reps there, and we may use him at some point, but it'd be interesting to see how the other players that we have respond and see if we need to do that. Cyrus is a real strong part of our defense at a really important position the way we play. We've got to have good corners, and he certainly played well for us last year, but that is a consideration that we may use him on offense at some point in time this season.
In the past, you've always had like a bigger, strong safety, like a Landon type or someone like that. How do you see Eddie and Gino being able to hold up against the run, and how have they done in practice during camp?
Well, obviously, we've been fortunate to have some really big physical guys around here, and they have played the run very, very well. I think, every player gives you something a little bit different. Eddie and Gino both have played corner here before. They're both very athletic. They have really good range. And they're pretty good cover guys for safeties. In the day and age of football that we see right now, even though it won't be true in this game because they will, get in tight formations and try to run the ball, Safeties in the box don't really happen very often. It only happened in 2 games last year. Being spread out where guys have to make plays, have range, have cover ability, that's much more predominant in the style of play that most people play offensively now. So having more athletic safeties has a benefit. Not that the guys that we've had in the past weren't good athletes, but these guys are more corner-type guys. But they have learned to fit the run well. And they have learned to play more physical. So we feel like Gino is a physical player and a good tackler. It's something Eddie's, continuing to get used to. He hasn't been a safety as long as Gino has.
Nick, have you made up any decisions yet with the quarterbacks? Are you going to possibly use 2? And if so, is it a situation like in 2011 where you'll exchange series like every 3? Or have you made that determination yet?
No, we're just going to do what we think is best for our team.
Coach, I should probably know this, but is this like a bowl game where you can take an unlimited number of guys, or do you have a squad limit on who
No,
can travel?
we can take as we don't have a number.
So you'll take essentially everybody.
Other than maybe injured players, we'd like to try to take most of the scholarship players on this trip. So we'll be somewhere in the mid to upper 80s probably, with a few other guys included.
Last one over here with John.
Nick, you mentioned with the safeties kind of maybe what you had in the past is just not in style as much anymore. Have you noticed that impacting the way that you recruit that position and the type of maybe body type that you target when you're thinking of safeties?
Well, we'd still like to have big guys like, Mark Barron and Landon Collins that can run fast and cover people and play physical in the box. And so, we still look for those kind of guys. But I think that, guys that have cover ability, there's really no such thing as the old-fashioned strong safety. So, guys have to be able to do more than just be a box player. Because at some point in time, with the spread, you're not going to be in that position. So I think that's probably changed several years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, in terms of the type of guys we look for.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.